Well, I went down to the Chub stream as Club Card Roulette had basically put me on there. Couldn't get on there, impossible. Couldn't park anywhere. Completely forgot to take into account that it is Bank Holiday Monday. And Bank Holiday Monday means St Ives Town Centre is rammed. And unfortunately, that's where you can only really park, is Town Centre or along the side streets, and they're all completely rammed. So I've gone to the nearest other place there is, which is on the Houghton and Witten ticket. So, yeah, I'm going to give that a go. I've no idea what. I haven't even been down to look at the river yet. All the brooks around here look really high. So I'm assuming the river's still up. So we shall see. Hopefully we can get something out. We will see. Yeah, so this is only a little stream. And it's looking like this. It's not hugely belting through coloured and that high. I've never fished this in these conditions. Might be good. One thing is, a fish can't see me. Well, that helps. Well, I've probably only got about an hour and 45 minutes to this dark, so I'm going to try and get bait in. I might start a maggot feeder just to get some bait trickling through. And I've got cheese paste, lobworms, meat, maggots. Well, I've got pretty much everything I should need. Bread will probably do it anyway after all that, but we'll see. Oh, there's a knock. Not really a knock I'm looking for though, not with a big worm on. Of course, there is a chance of just a small perch or something grabbing a lobworm. I've just actually noticed that there in fact is an eddy, and it's right in front of me here. And there's a small fish just jumped out. Feel like it's probably being chased. Yes, there are fish down in this eddy right in front of me. Wish I'd have been a bit more quieter when I turned up now. Yeah, we'll keep the feed going in there though, there's definitely fish there. Oh, there's this eddy again. Look, I did not straight away then. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how I missed that. Oh, small fish. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Ah dear, it looks like if I'm fishing tomorrow, it's going to be on a pool again. Because this is not going to find down to anything worth fishing tomorrow. Could be slightly better, but it ain't going to be much better. Back on the still water again, I think. I'd much rather be on the river, but yeah. I'm going to move on up to another swim. Just a lot of small fish here, I think. I'm probably lucky there's even that in these conditions. Yeah, carry on. Well, I'm not even sure what's gone on here, but pretty sure that, to me, looks like some sort of mess that's come down and possibly settled there in the floods. It might have been there anyway, but I don't think so. It's got some rubbish in there in it. But just off the edge of that, all them reeds here looks like a safe haven for fish, but I'm not sure. Obviously, you can't see what's under it, whether there's just more reeds under there. Don't know. Obviously, you've got the main flow that's obviously going through there, and over the back here is where I'd expect fish to be. No, I'm going to give it a chuck over there. It might just put it straight into the reeds, I don't know. But if there is some sort of, if it's nice and clear over there, that should hold fish. We'll see. Just don't know if it's going to produce any big fish. I mean, the only place I've ever seen big fish are off the blooming footbridge, and that's, in low summer conditions when you can see them. I can't say I've ever caught a big chub from this section of the river anyway. Although, big chub, being fish over 5-6 pound, becoming a rarity anyway on the Ouse, I think. We're down, not on the upper routes, there's plenty of them, but down here, I had a 7. Well, that was 20 years ago. I thought it was a record back then. I caught that on Ledger's Sprat, fishing for pike with treble hooks. It was ridiculous. Well, that's the biggest chub I've ever had down here. I dare say that's probably the biggest chub I'll ever have down here. Plenty of smaller fish coming through in the river now, but you're talking years. There has been a 7, 1 7, and a high 6 come out on another stretch of river, a bit further upstream than here. Well, that's the only 2 I've ever heard of for years down this way. As much as I'd like to have a 7, I don't really want to have to travel miles, and it'd certainly be way out of Cambridgeshire. And we'll see. I've got a little trip planned to go up to the River Gwash for graylings. I've never actually caught a grayling. Living in Cambridgeshire, there isn't any, so I'm going to have to travel slightly outside of the county, but that'll be fun. I might have to stay overnight, I don't know yet. We'll see, but it's going to be in this coming week anyway if I do it. So that could be fun. But I don't really want to have to try and fish for grayling while the rivers are up like this. It's going to be a hard enough task as it is. Let alone with it being all chocolate and belting through. It'll be, well, for me, someone who's not really fished for grayling before, it'll be almost impossible. Planning on a sort of trotting approach with a centre pin, that's what I'm going to be thinking of doing. But you don't know until you get there. Conditions might not do that. I might not be able to do that. Conditions might not lend to that, so. Right, that rubbish on the line probably. Or I might end up doing this. Maggot feeder. Who knows? Be nice to catch them on the pin though, but might not be able to. But then that's all just surmising at the moment. I don't know until I get there. Well, almost dark now. That's miles over the back there. Not that I haven't done well with the chub.
It looks like you go a fair distance.
Well, I live in Andrew, but I fished the Great Ouse all my life. Born in, obviously, in Huntingdon, and fished the Ouse a bit further down St Neots way. There we go. I tell you what, they fight like mad in this current, don't they? Even the smaller fish.
Well, if we play around,
I swear
get a bit
you.
bigger, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So there's fish here.
Yeah. Well, these are the sort.
Best to sort of keep the environment right for them.
Yeah.
This bit here, I'm gonna, when spring comes, clear all this out. Get in there with the side.
I'll just show this to me viewers on YouTube.
Here
we go. One like that. Yeah. Well, nice looking fish, though, isn't it? Nice healthy fish.
Well,
He is.
The roach I caught just now.
Yeah.
It's really light. I mean, the fins only had a tiny little bit of pink on them. Whereas normally they're like orange and red.
Yeah,
but it's really, really light.
They go like that in this, though.
Really light,
Don't they? I find that with a lot of fish, though. Their colours get washed out, like with the flood water. It's weird. But
so not a really bright fish or anything, but
no. Well, I mean, you catch them in the. But I've caught them here in the summer, and they are. They're, you know, really radiant colours on them and everything.
Well, the bit we cleared the section just down here.
Yeah.
We go in there and clean out with a pump.
Yeah.
Make all the gravel so nice and clean.
Yeah.
And within 2 weeks, there was chub and stuff spawning on it. Got some nice video of the chub and stuff.
All right. Oh, cool.
Chub and loads of bleak.
Oh no!
Oh,
they're back again, are they?
Bleak come up here.
Oh god!
They're all right. Now into dead ones. After they spawn, they just lay on.
Yeah. They
I've not seen bleak up here before, and you've got nice lot of chub.
It's starting to look. I tell you, like it did when I was a kid, when I used to fish years ago. It's looking like that now. We've got bleak coming back, and another thing which I've been catching through here as well, gudgeon.
Oh yeah.
They're coming back again. I mean, they just disappeared, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
they used to be gudgeon all over the place when we were kids. We used to love those.
Yeah, I did.
Buckets full of gudgeon, but
absolutely. Quite a revered fish now.
I've just been right down where this one joins the other one.
Yeah.
I had a few little bites and stuff, but nothing that took anything properly. Not a little knock.
Yeah, I tried bigger baits like with lobworm and all that stuff, and well, to be honest, hardly anything on that at all. I don't think I'm going to get anything around a bit in the flow there. Well, one thing's for sure, certainly is peaceful. It is. Oh, don't tell me I was in the weed. You don't want to be in the weed. Last cast, sorry. Right. That's it then. Well, we'll have to call it a day. It's quite dark now. It's a lot darker than it looks on there. And yeah, I'm going to have to put my head torch on so I can see where I'm going. Yeah, so we didn't blank. Had that one fish while the bailiff was talking to me, which is typical. I had no fish the whole time. It was peaceful. And then when someone comes along, tip goes around and you get a fish. It's typical. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to go and try and catch a few carp on the centre pin just for a bit of fun, I think. Get a decent bend in the rod and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, see you again soon. Happy angling.